Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. We're going to do a little bit different today. Normally, this would be the time that we're reading for the weekend, and we will read for the weekend, May 28th, 29th, and 30th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but then we will continue the reading for the rest of Gemini season for your sign. Okay? Okay. Now, I've used all my decks. Now, I have used and these are the Radley Valentine decks. I'll pull 3 from my Angel Tarot cards. I'll pull 1, and then I come back and pull 3 from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will pull 1 from my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. Those were all Radley Valentine decks. Now, I will pull 3 from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. This is a little bit more for clarification. My Osha Zen Tarot cards for any words of advice. I do pull 1 from my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot, and of course I finish with pulling 1 from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, these are general readings. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to my higher power, and whatever comes through comes through. Try not to do too much of my own interpretation. Now, a couple of things is, again, thank you so much for your well wishes. I've really not been on the computer. I know that for that little bit I did put out a video a couple of days ago, but I haven't been, I've been on my phone and I've been reading your comments. Thank you so much for your well wishes. I'm still recuperating. I would say I'm about 93.5%. Okay? So if you hear me sniffling a little bit, or if you hear me, I do apologize, but I'm almost there. So thank you again for all your well wishes. I do really want to encourage people to go back and look at the Gemini overview, because there is a lot of stuff going on now that that's really talked about. And as the days are going by, I'm telling my husband, well, that's because of Saturn. That's because of, all of these retrogrades. That's because of this. So there's a lot of things going on in the world that I can almost, I can kind of go back and say, wow, things are happening. We do have the full moon. We do have these retrogrades. We have Venus and Mercury out of bounds. There's the Palladians. There's ascensions and transitions. So much is happening. So please take a look at that. Okay? Okay. And I do refer, because I've done the readings already, I do refer back to that in some of my language. So let's get started on our readings. And thank you so much for all your support. I love you all. Bye-bye. Hello, my Virgos, and welcome to Gemini season. Anyway, we're going to start with what's going on for the weekend, and then we're going to carry it forward to see what's happening for the rest of Gemini season. Here we go. Let's see what we have. This is big. This is big energy, really big. I think it's one of the biggest energies that we felt for a very long time, and we have been in the midst of a lot of big energies. So let's see how this is going to work its way through, and how Virgo is going to handle it. Okay, because I'm sorry, my Virgos, you don't want any big energies, but this is big energy. Here we go. 3 cards. These 2 are reversed. Strong stuff. Let's see. First card is the Page of Earth. So this is all about your job. This is all about your work. This is all. So I don't know. Are you working this weekend? Are you possibly, putting in some extra hours? Is this a new side job, a new side hustle? But Earth, Page's underlying energy is Earth. This is Earth energy. This is your energy. It is also Capricorn. It is also Taurus. It is very much, a lot of times it has to do about home, but many, many times over it has to do with your money. It has to do with your job, or how you even make your money. The Pages, this is like new opportunities for new jobs, new positions. This is like possibly you might meet somebody at the right time. This is, having a door open. What they say, it's not what you know, but who you know. I'm kind of feeling that this weekend could be about who you know, and it could open some doors for you. The only thing that I'm going to say about this, my Virgos, is listen to your gut, listen to your integrity, because there can be many things that are offered that aren't necessarily the things that you need to go after. Okay? So when you're looking at all of this, really think about that and listen to that inner voice, that inner feeling inside of you. Okay? If it says green light, go, then run with it. I do worry a little bit about Mercury, all the planets in retrograde, but at the same time, there is going to also be karmic resolution. So we're kind of like on a, what is it, six of one, six of another type of thing. It's kind of like we're in a catch-22, I know, but it's kind of like, well, there's a lot of, karma being resolved here. So maybe the good things are starting to come back, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, maybe we need to say yes, but wait, and before we take it. I can't really tell you that. I can tell you, though, the page of Earth is very optimistic. It is about new opportunities. It is about a new direction in possibly a new career. Anyway, scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Your next card here, the King of Earth. Okay, King's underlying energy is air energy, which is our Gemini, our Libra, our Aquarius thought processes. There's a lot of wisdom, hearing news. Again, this is Earth energy. This is this is a higher level of professionalism. This is being the subject matter expert. I would say, based upon this right now, that there could be somebody, I feel like there could be some recruiters, headhunters, possibly somebody from your own HR, possibly somebody from another department, if this is in, because I feel like this is geared to your own specialty. Okay, this is geared to your own specialty, or it could be somebody that, like very similar, but I feel like you could be hearing news, or you could be hearing movement to bring you to that next level. So I would not be surprised if somebody says, well, we're going to set up some interviews for you. We want to see you. We want to see about maybe having you go to school or some additional training. What is your career path? So be prepared to speak about your career path. Be prepared to speak about where you see yourself in that 5 to 10 years. My idea was always, I want to be retired. No. So where do you see yourself in and I would actually not even 5. I would say, where do you see yourself in 2, 3 to 5 years? Okay? Have those as your benchmarks, because this is about professional success. Here we go. Generous, professional, responsible, practical. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. Excuse me. Your last card, King of Water. Now remember, underlying energy, air. Water is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid and emotional. This is a very rewarding experience. This could be a very rewarding weekend and a very rewarding as we go forward with Gemini season. This could be where you are recognized. This is where your strengths are, brought to the table now, because the king is standing in his power. The king is people are looking up to the king. Again, this is about job, new opportunities. This is about standing in your professional integrity and power. And this is also that emotional high you get when it's like, yes, they're recognizing me. Now, the King of Water has gone through the highs and lows, and I would say has gone through the highs and lows of their career. So there has been times that you've been laid off, or maybe fired, and there's been times that you haven't, that you've been given an extra job, or that you have been hired, or you've been promoted. This is there is a lot of karmic energy going on. Now, this could also be about relationships too. So this is like a fulfillment of a lot of different karmic stuff going on. Anyway, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. Interesting here. I mean, it's like, now I'm going to tell you to be careful that you don't give, when I talked about, if it feels wrong, the thing about this for you, my Virgos, is they like you to give, They want you to give 10 to 15 hours a day. They always do. And they will always have you do 2 or 3 people's jobs. They will always do that. So you should have some boundaries put on this. Have some boundaries. Okay? Because I do feel like they feel like they're hiring a workhorse. Anyway, let's go on. Oh, look at that. We have actually one of these cards. We'll flip it. The 5 of water. So there's some emotional change here. 5s has some change energy. And it's an emotional change. It could be positive. It could be negative. Okay? So, and there's also some divine grace. So it is something that you need to go through. Things not turning out the way you'd hope. Not seeing the positive in a situation. Crying over spilled milk. Interesting with that. Not quite sure where we're going with this, except that, maybe maybe this is getting your hopes really pinned up high and then not necessarily hearing by, when you were expected to hear. Don't worry about that. You will hear. You will hear. Okay, they might have told you, well, we're going to call you by Friday, and they don't. You'll hear something Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay? Okay. Let's go on here. 1, 2, and 3. Nope, we're only picking 1. Okay, but I took out 3 anyway. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Anyway, let's see what these 3 are. Here we go. Divine guidance. Again, we have the 5. 5 energy. Change, change, change. Archangel Sandalphon. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So make sure that you have the people that support you around you, okay? And I think that, let's go on. Let's see what else we have. The 9 of Michael, so there's some worry. I told you that there'd be some worry. Again, they might have told you you'll hear from us on Friday. Don't worry about it. You're going to hear. They're delaying it because they're putting together the package. I think that they might be putting together your package. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Michael is air energy, which we already discussed. Now, the thing is, even though I do think that they're putting together the package for you, I'm not so sure that you're going to take it. Because I think that there's this little thing that tells you maybe just to look at it a little bit differently. But it's still good for them to offer it. It is still good to offer. But think about it. Think about it too. Because I don't feel like, if you say no at this time, I'm not sure that they'll come back. So really think about whether it's something you want. Next card, the 9 of Raphael. Now this is the wish card. Water energy, 9s have a wrap up. So even though this is being offered, there might be something better coming down the road. Think about it. It is your choice, but this is the wish card. So again, too, if they're making you an offer, if they, maybe what the thing is, maybe what I'm feeling is, whenever they offer you a salary, say $5 an hour, you come back and say, I really want the job. Can you do better on the salary? And they might ask you what you're looking for. Well, put it up a couple of bucks. Okay? Yes. It's, all they can do is say no, right? And I have known people that have had a $10,000 jump in what was offered in a year because I told them to do this. Okay? And they got it. They got what they asked for. Because I had somebody coming and saying, well, Deb, I really feel like people are telling me I should accept the offer. And, I think I should ask for more. And they actually asked like 6,000 more. And I said, go 10. Go 10. You can always start it there. You can always negotiate. Anyway, make a wish. Dreams become reality, a joyful time in life. So this is all wonderful, positive stuff. Let's see what we have now. Let's continue this down the road a little bit more so. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this one just flipped out. Passion ignited. We have a 1. We have a new start, a new, so whatever this is, whatever this change is, it's something that's going to get you excited. It's like pulling all your strengths out. It's getting all of your experience. It's you are growing with this job. You are actually, if this is a job, remember, it could be any type of relationship too. The thing is that these earth energies, that's pretty much your work. Anyway, passion ignited. Basically, this is where I want to go. Maybe you've been a little stale. Not that your work is stale, because you are not that way, but maybe you have just felt like it's, okay, same old, same old. This is something that engages you. Next card. Here we go. Crown chakra. So here this is a 7, divine number. A lot of this is the divine umbrella. Your chakra systems, your chakras, basically there's 7 main, okay? And, you go from your root or your base, then there's the sacral, solar plexus, your heart. Those are your natural chakras, more with the natural. Your heart, again, throat, third eye, and then your crown becomes more of your supernatural. And the crown is kind of like that two-way communication with your divine, your guardian angels, your spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, you're the source, your higher power. That is that two-way conversation. So, and again, too, my Virgos, you're always very, very spiritual. I do tell you that you do have to write things down to bring that spiritual into into that earth energy. But make sure you connect with that. But at the same time, this could be very much a gift from your divine. Here we go. Emotional withdrawal. So take a step back, think about this, pray on this. Opportunities, because again, I'm not totally sure that this is the one that you want. I'm not sure that it's not though either. So we'll just leave it at that one. How's that? But it is something that engages you. It is something that's getting you kind of like, okay. And if anything, the nice thing, if you're interviewing, if you're going through anything like that, it gets you excited and it helps you to find what you are looking for and what maybe you do want or maybe where you're supposed to be, okay? Sometimes an interview, a good interview will help you to realize that maybe you're happy where you're at, or it may help to realize that there's more out there for you. Okay, let's see what we have. First card. Well, abundance. So there is more money coming. This is more money. But at the same time, there's also spiritual. So it's not just in the physical. There's also, because if you look at this, there's kind of that, that crown chakra thing going that, so there is also abundance in that spiritual too. So let's go here. Experiencing. So we have a 3. 3 has that, power of 3. It's Trinity. There's also, some have said that it's Source's favorite number. It's kind of being in the moment and not necessarily letting your mind go too far ahead of itself. Not letting your mind go into, well, what if? Not letting you go into the what ifs, but going into what's now. Okay? Next card. Aloneness. So now we have a 9 energy again. And here, so we had a couple of the 9s here. So the 9s give the aloneness kind of, in many ways, my Virgos, you do like to be alone, but in many ways it's kind of, you don't like to be necessarily vulnerably alone, okay? But sometimes you have to step back. Sometimes you have to go into hermit mode and really think things through, okay? So let's see. Let's go on now because we're supposed to take some more cards from these again. Let's go on here. See what we have. Maybe we'll just do the 1 for this one. Here we go. We'll just do the 1 since we did the 3 up there. 2 of Gabriel. 2 is some choices, decisions. Gabriel is fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. Be bold. This is kind of taking you outside of your comfort level. This is kind of like, I had somebody call me today or text me and saying, I'm being offered a job that's, I don't know, it's it's more than I've ever done. Can you do it? Yes, you can do it. You can do it. Do you want to do it? I can't tell you that part. But this is be bold. This is about if you are looking for a new job, if you are looking for new opportunities, because I do even feel like this could even be self-employment. This is, go for the gold ring. Don't settle. Go for the gold. Okay? So, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Now, we are going to go one of these cards. We're just going to take one of these cards. Okay, here we go. There we are. Okay. Well, that one It bent actually here. This is the Five of Swords, or you can consider this the Five of Air. Now, so we have again that 5 energy. There, or I'm sorry, this is the 5 of Cups. This is the 5 of Cups. So here we have the 5 of Water. So there is this, this looking back and saying, oh, I don't have my cups. I don't have my water. Oh, what am I going to do? And not looking and saying, hey, there's still some stuff here for you. Or you can also fill these back up. It's not the way you're seeing it. So, you've got these two fives, coming. So some fives have some change energy. You may not like change per se. It may not necessarily make you feel comfortable. And that's where the emotional part of this all comes about. But change is a coming. Okay. Let's go on here. And it really is very exciting. I mean, the 9 of Raphael, the wish card. You've got the 2 of, make, be bold. You've got all of these, people, you're being recognized for for what you bring to the table. All of this is positive, but change is not always easy, and it's not easy for a Virgo. Here we go. Last card, or not the last card. We have one more card. Here we go. Ace of Abundance. Ace of Abundance. Okay, so there's a little cherub there. This cherub brings wonderful news. A windfall of resources comes your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into, and I said this, go into business for yourself. There may be important contracts to sign. Now, if there's contracts, go get a lawyer, okay? I am not a lawyer. And make sure you really do look, I mean, again, we got this weird time, Mercury, retrograde, Saturn, all this stuff. There's a lot of karmic stuff happening. And at the same time, it's not always the best time to, well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I've started like, was it 2? No, 3 jobs. I started 3 jobs, Mercury retrograde. Did not continue, but they were all blessings to me. So who's to say? Who's to say? Anyway, what crystal or energy is good for my Virgos? This one is reversed. Moonstone, and especially since we have the full moon to the new moon. This is about female fertility, calming emotions, which I think might be helpful, attracting new love, and growth. Really interesting stuff for you. Interesting energies for you. I mean, I think that you're going to do well this time around. I think that this season will be a good season, though, again, a lot of stuff's going to be happening. But I think, and again, that's not always easy, especially for my Virgos. Anyway, my Virgos, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe. It does help, and I thank you. As always, my Virgos, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.